Can you tell me a little bit about how I was going to school in Middlesex?
Well, when we started out, it was all blacks, of course. I started, it was a 3-room school, Antioch School.
I was there. At the Whale Center. It's a Whale Center now. Across the street from the church?
Antioch School across the street from Mejia.
From a jail.
Yeah, right up in Saluda. Yeah, when y'all came to the light in Saluda, and you keep straight through that light, and our church is on the left, and the jail is on the right-hand side. But there was a school down the road, just behind the church, that I started out. A 3-room school with 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. And that was my early education there. And then we start condensing the schools. Then I went to Shallow School in the 4th and the 5th grade. And then when they built a new school, which is Rappahannock Central, I went there in the 6th and the 7th grade. And then in the 8th grade, going to high school, it was St. Clair Walker High School up until 1969. And then that's when the schools were totally integrated.
Did you get to experience that?
Yes. Yeah.
How was that?
It was unique. It was a scary time. It was really scary because I felt like if the white people had wanted us there, why not have done it from the beginning? Even though we had some people in the community with that decision, Brown versus the Board of Education, equal but fair, we still had, I think it was 6 or 8 kids, black kids. Their parents enrolled them, in the white high schools. So, but it became mandatory in 1969. That was the last year of St. Clair Walker.
So you said schools were integrated your senior year? Oh, wow. So you got the last, opportunity.
Yeah.
And you were older, so, do you feel that because you were older, you kind of had, a better sense of what was going on?
And I had a sense of what was going on, but it was also a scary time because why mess to me? Why mess with something if it's not broken? I thought we were getting a good education on our level, black high schools. And what can the white teachers tell us? That was my thought process. What can they tell us about us? I feel like somehow that we were shortchanged. We may have gained a lot, but as a blacks, we lost a lot.
Okay. So do you feel like because you had black teachers at your black school that you were taught in ways that spoke to you or
we had, when we walked into a classroom, you look at your black instructors, your black teachers, but that's where we want to be. They have gone through the hard times and gotten their education and came back to the black schools to teach us, the younger ones that are coming up, you know. That's what I looked at. And I felt like when the schools integrated, we lost a lot of black teachers in the process.
How were relationships with your white teachers?
It wasn't good. It wasn't great. There was nothing to look forward to. As a matter of fact, when I went to Middlesex High School, it was this one white student that I remember so very well. Whenever the blacks went to her and asked her a question, she would always take time and answer us. She didn't shun away from us.
Was this a student or a teacher?
It was a student.
Really?
Yeah. And I sometimes think that she got ostracized for it, as being real friendly towards the blacks.
Do you remember her name?
Yeah. Yes.
Is it okay for you to say her name? Or?
Yeah. Kate Thomas.
Kate Thomas. Okay. Was there anyone else in your community that you felt positively about integration, or they tried to make it easier?
I don't know if it was more of a scary time because we didn't know what was going to happen to us. We just felt like a part of us was being taken away.
What about do you have brothers?
Yes.
What were their feelings towards it?
Well, I'm the youngest. I'm 64 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so everybody else had graduated and gone on.
Were they afraid for you?
Huh?
Were they afraid for you, your senior year?
I think so. It was just, why mess with us? Like I said, I understood that decision of real court case, Brown versus the Board of Education. You would have to have lived it to understand it. You're being taken out of a comfort zone and put into an unknown place. As you know, there were racial tensions. I remember the riots. I remember the blacks wouldn't dare mix with the whites here in the county. It was forbidden.
For like interracial relationships?
Yeah, it was forbidden.
You said that you remember riots. What do you remember?
A white female and a black male. Even it wasn't a good thing. It wasn't.